Hey everyone, it's BF Games 23. This is not. This is kind of off the topic. It's a topic that I wanted to talk about. How much of a burnout do you feel as a supermarket worker? Because right now, shoulder. I'm in a process that I feel like I want to quit, but I can't quit. I want to find another job. I've applied for jobs in other sectors in the economy. No one is hiring. So I'll give you a few. I tried to work for mobile companies. Nothing. Zero. Got to the phone interview stage. No response. I just said to myself, withdraw the application because there's no point. Okay. I applied for other other supermarkets. Nope, they're not hiring. How far does it go to that you get to a point that you are mentally, physically drained? Imagine that. I have started from 7 o'clock in the morning and I finished at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. and then 4 p.m. I head home. By the time I get home, I didn't even have dinner yet. It's 11 p.m. now and I'm making this video. Okay? You can see, you can hear the pain I'm in my shoulder. My shoulder hurts, my knees hurt, my back hurts. Working in supermarket for 10 years, this is my full experience. I'm explaining to everyone. 10 years is enough experience to get somewhere else. But this is what I figured out. The 10 years that you've worked in one workplace is worthless. That's what I figured out. It is worthless. You know when they say, why don't you become a binman? A binman gets paid more than a teacher. I remember that from an old movie. You know, was it the BIG or something? I can't remember the movie. It's a very American classic. It said this: a teacher gets this much, I get 10,000 more. I'm actually shocked when he said that. When I still remember that movie. It's a very old 1992, 1997 movie, if I remember. It's like from my childhood. The only issue is, and I don't know if you guys can relate, or anyone in the UK can relate. You work, you push yourself, you work, you push yourself. The only issue is that you keep pushing yourself, your management don't care about you. One. Secondly, you get to a point that the burden that you're putting on yourself, trying to stay positive in a workplace that does not care about you. I'm not crying because I'm just exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted. This is the face of an exhausted person. I had to go now have a smartwatch just so they can monitor my oxygen levels, my heart rate, my stress levels. It even gives me breathing exercises. The only issue with that is I do in total in a day of working in the supermarket. This is just under one shift. If I have, let's say, if I start at 7 o'clock and I finish at 4 p.m., I am doing over 12,957 steps, including the steps in my house, the steps I go out to do walking upstairs to the cafeteria, to the toilet, to dragging lorries loads of stuff okay, when management does not even molecularly understand what you're going through. I'm physically, mentally not here. I physically come to work. You know that there's an anime scene that of a woman is like, "Oh, I'm happy and everything," and 2 seconds later, when you walk one step into the world, you're like a zombie. That's how I feel. Every day I come to work, I have to use. I'm being serious. I have to play music to numb myself. I'm being serious. I have to listen to music that is either instrumental or trying to make me keep myself brain processing in such a sense that it can actually process properly to get the day done. But when one thing messes up in your workplace and you don't want it to be messed up, it gets to a point that I feel as an individual, my workplace in the supermarket feels like they are pushing us to the brink of no return. I'm not going to say the company's name because if I do, I will lose my job and I won't be able to pay my bills. I'm literally working in the supermarket to pay my bills. I've been doing this for 10 years. I have student debts out of my ass, literally, still haven't paid a penny towards it, okay, because I can't afford it. Secondly, I am in 2 credit card debts, okay? I'm still trying to pay off my console on a buy now, pay 9 months later. I am barely scraping by. I have one side of my family saying, leave your job, go back home, do this and that. Yeah, go back home. I can't even work in my own country. That I'm not even. My parents are born. My parents were born there. I can't work there because I don't have no straight of education that I can transfer from the UK over there. Because this is the thing, that it's not just people in the UK. You have people in America that are getting fired left, right, and center. I'm in a process, okay? I was this close to getting investigated for my own job role because of a massive disagreement I get with management. My management is right now, my head of management, not my team leaders or anything, but the people above my team leaders are being micromanaged to the tiniest speck. This is why I get to a point that it's not even worth. It's, to me, I'm trying to not stress out. Literally, try not to stress out. But imagine this: I finished work at 4 p.m. I'm still literally sitting my arm. I got home, sat down for like 10 minutes, and fell asleep on the sofa. That's how tired I am. I had literally 1 day of rest. 1 day. I've started at 7 o'clock this morning till 4. Tomorrow I'm back again, doing the same shift. Again. I only do 18 hours because my health has declined. I'm being serious. My mentality is not there. I'm mentally not even. I don't know if you call it. I don't know what you call it. Right now, I'm in a process that I want to leave, but I can't leave because I have to pay my bills. If I don't pay my bills, I haven't got a roof over my own head. I can't move back into my mother's house because she's overcrowded as well. So I am in a process that I don't know what to do. Yeah, some of you guys may put in the comments, try applying for jobs. I've applied for many jobs. Working in a housing in a housing associations, all the housing associations I've applied for in my local area. I've also applied for all mobile companies, even from the ones I'm not even using. Tried to work with them. Nope, they won't even hire. They're overstaffed. I have tried to apply for. What else have I applied for? I even applied for competitors. Think of it, other competitor supermarkets. I've applied for them as well. They're not hiring. This is the problem with this economy. I can't do an apprenticeship because it doesn't pay enough to do apprenticeship because the economy is so bad. I'm basically getting to a point that I don't trust anyone. I don't trust my managers. I don't trust my company that I work for. I used to enjoy the job. 7 years ago. 7 years ago. This October will be my 11th year working at that company. And I've got to a point that I had enough. So I'm going to try. Is a topic of, do you feel burnt out? And why I'm burnt out. So this is nothing to do with gaming or tech. This is just a topic. So I hope if any of you guys going through this, I want to give you one advice. Then when they say keep your head down, stay quiet, and carry on, do it. I had to do a pause there. Do it. But pray to God one day, okay, one day, it'll become easier. Because right now, this economy is squeezing everyone by the balls. It's squeezing us so much debt. I've got to a point that I'm mentally don't exist. If you agree with this, please show your support. Subscribe, like, comment. If you agree with what I'm saying, you feel burnt out too, please put in the comment section. And tell me the reason you're burnt out, because I'm only opening this topic because I'm very stressed out. I'm trying to let this anger leave me, because at the moment I am so fed up with my management right now. When poor management is around, they will just do this. Oh, you're a problem. Okay, bye. That's their motto. So I would say this: stay under the radar and just either use music, reading, or lying on the grass. A lot of people don't do that nowadays. Lie on the grass and breathe oxygen, because I can sit here right now and drink myself to death if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. You can smoke yourself to death. I don't do that no more. So if you guys want to know how a burnout person look like, I am one of them. You may have a different way of being burnt out, but I am burnt out to the T. I don't have no savings. I have nothing saved aside. I haven't had a tax refund in over the last 8 years. Okay? And I got to a point that we need to sort this out. So, if you don't see me do any video live streams or any videos, I'm not on any of my social media because I'm trying to figure out my life. Because it's so hard right now in 2026. The taxes have gone up, the bills have gone up. It's just ridiculous. So, yeah. I hope one day I'll hope my Almighty God sees this hidden here and brings us into heaven. I've had enough. I am ending the video from here because I'll go on and on and on. But I will bring it on another topic. I'll see you guys later. Peace.